It's time for a video. What's going on, Facebook? What's up, friends? What's going on, new friends? Replay viewers, hashtag replay, how are you? Rashawn here, back in New Jersey. Feels so good to be home, to see the girls, see my little Tootie girl. We're back in here, continuing with the daily life value. I want to talk about effectively communicating because based on my trip, seeing family, being around a lot of family this past couple days, really realized how communication is so important, and so important in so many different ways, and how not effectively communicating can just cause a lot of disaster. Whether it's in relationships, whether it's with, the most importantly, family, which I've seen, or even in business, just communicating with certain people and getting things across. It's very fundamental, but I think it's something that we really need to focus on because it's so important in how we interact with our world and interact with everybody else. What's happening, Nicholas? Nikki, thank you for being in here. My friend from Sweden. Nicholas, what's going on? Who else? Joe, what's happening, man, from France? So effectively communicating, so important. KP Waterman, is he in here? Nice. What's happening, man? So effectively communicating. So I wanted to give some tips because I really realized how simple it is, but I think it goes so missed. And it's so important in how we can hound in on that because it's something that we can definitely work on. So first thing is listening. Listening is so huge and so important. So important with being able to actually listen to someone else when they're actually speaking to you. Because if you're not engaged with someone and you're not listening to them, how are they supposed to feel that they can comfortably speak with you? How are they supposed to know that they can rely on you to actually hear what they're saying? So listening with your ears and not speaking over somebody else when they're talking to you, or trying to beat them to the punch on, them saying something before they do. So listening is a big one. Next one is body language. Body language is so important when you're speaking with people because if you have your arms crossed or you're rolling your eyes or you're kind of looking around the room and you're not really focused on what someone's saying, that'll only cause issues because that person's going to feel that whatever they're saying is not really important to you. They call it nonverbal cues. So having a different posture when you're speaking with someone with your body language, maybe opening up to them that you're actually being receptive to what they're saying, and maybe you'll be facing them, So that's another one. And then the last one I want to leave with you is think before you speak. This is a big one. And I think this is even important even with thinking before you speak, even if maybe it's through text message, really reading something before you send it. Because sometimes, some people just kind of just shotgun off the mouth, it's like mind to mouth right away before actually really thinking about what they're going to say. And sometimes the things that we may say in our minds, we might not think that it'd be hurting somebody else, but it possibly could. And that's where there's a lot of arguments, disagreements, disappointments, and people become upset because we don't really think about what we're going to say before we speak. And then it causes a whole bunch of other things that we really don't want. It causes a lot of rifts in relationships, and it causes a lot of breaking points. So that's a big one. Really think before you speak, not just going off your tongue and just saying things. So I hope that was valuable to you. Something that I kind of just wanted to share based on, being around family this week and just kind of seeing how, it's crazy how, just communication can really disrupt something when it's something so small. So just implementing those little things. And if you got some value out of it, drop a 1. Appreciate everybody that was in here. Nikki, Kevin P. Waterman, Nicholas, thank you so much for hanging in here with me. You guys have a fantastic evening. Take care. I'll catch you tomorrow.